何者だ。バイクロッサー剣バイクロッサー銀兄弟剣バイクロッサー。
Kyodai Ken Bycrosser is a tokusatsu hero TV series from 1985. It aired on Nippon Television with a total of 34 episodes. This show was an unofficial follow-up to Machine Man. If you were to watch Machine Man and Bycrosser back to back, it's clear that they use the same template for its production and stories, but changed things enough to make Bycrosser more entertaining than its predecessor. And like Machine Man, Toei produced Bycrosser with a far smaller budget than its main tokusatsu shows at the time, those being Changeman and Jaspion. By the way, Bycrosser is also one of the shows that was included in the launch of Toei's Tokusatsu World YouTube channel, and the first 2 episodes are available to watch in the US. Use the link in the description to check them out. Bycrosser's storyline is very straightforward. The show opens by taking us to an underground cave. Here, the powerful statue of Devil Gora sits. No one knows where it came from, but thousands have died trying to claim its powers. In the present day, the Death Star organization, headed by Dr. Q, has managed to take the statue. Now, they are using it to produce new diamonds to add to Dr. Q's collection. To combat this, Pegasus, the guardian deity of the Hydra star cluster, has been looking for a very specific set of brothers who were born at precisely the right time and years on Earth, Ken and Genjiro. They are granted special powers and vehicles to help combat several disasters that Pegasus has predicted will take place on Earth, although this ends up being more of an exaggeration more than anything else, given the limited scope of Death Star's evil schemes. Episodes 1 through 14 will see the Bycrosser take on the Death Star organization under the command of Dr. Q. But starting with episode 15, the Devil Gora statue takes on a new appearance as the robot-like head called Gorasongar. Gorasongar redirects Death Star's mission away from collecting diamonds and precious stones and towards world domination. There's also more emphasis put on destroying the Bycrosser. Like Machine Man, it's easy to see a couple of episodes into the series that Toei and Nippon Television didn't really put a lot of money into Bycrosser. For example, the Robot of the Week is the exact same costume for the first 14 episodes. They just swap out the head and repaint the body a couple of times. When they do bust out a new robot costume in episode 15, they use it all the way through the end of the series. It's even used as the body for Gorasongar in the final battle. About 90% of the fights in the show use only 4 henchmen on screen at a time. I only recall seeing 5 in one early episode, so the on-screen fights can come across as being very small in scale. Generally speaking, the locations where the series is shot are very limited, and most of the action scenes generally take place in a small number of industrial locations and Toei's quarry. Where Bycrosser outperforms Machine Man is its heavier emphasis on its action scenes and a wider range of attacks, weapons, and finisher moves. This makes for a more extensive library of stock footage to pull from that makes Bycrosser feel less repetitive than Machine Man. The production team also took advantage of the 2 protagonist situation to freestyle multiple combo finisher moves that could be used to further diversify the action scenes without having to rely on more expensive and time-consuming visual effects sequences. This resulted in some really cool attacks for those of us watching, while also helping pad out the episode and keeping production costs down. I especially enjoy the moments when they bust out one of their secret techniques and the narrator breaks in to explain how it works.
剣がさらにクロスブレードで左陣にし、風下のデスターロボが剣と銀を見失った瞬間、素早く攻撃を加える技である。
レダカロホだ。お。
It's clear that Bycrosser was an efficiently put together show to sell more toys than Machineman did during its run. But unlike its predecessor, the overall execution is better and makes for a more entertaining presentation. If you don't mind the episodic and repetitive nature of its storylines, it's definitely a good low commitment watch to help you round out your tokusatsu hero collection.